14. Recipe for a Wonka bite. Here it is, cried Mr. Wonka, standing at the end of the bed and holding high in one hand and a little bottle, the most valuable bottle of pills in the world. And that, by the way, he said, giving Grandma Georgina a saucy grin, is why I haven't taken myself. They're too far available to waste on me. He held the bottle out over the bed. The three old ones sat on the stretch, their scrawny legs, trying to catch a glimpse of pills inside. Mr. Charlie and Grandpa Joe also came forward to look. So did Mr. and Mrs. Bucket. The label said, Wonka bite. Each pill will make you younger by exactly 20 years. Caution. Do not take more than the amount recommended by Mr. Wonka. They could all see the pill glass. Their brilliant yellow, shimmering, the quiver inside the bottle, vibrating is perhaps a better word. They were vibrating so rapidly that each pill became a blur, and you couldn't see its shape. You could only see its color. You got the impression that there was something very small but incredibly powerful. Sometime not quite of this earth, locked up inside them and fighting to get out. They're wiggling, said Grandma Georgina. I don't like to think that well. How do we know they won't go on wiggling inside just after we swallow them? Like those Mexican jumping beans of Charlie I swallowed a couple of years back. You remember that, Charlie? I told you not to eat them, Grandma. They weren't jumping about inside me for a month, said Grandma Georgina. I can sit still. If I'm going to eat one of those pills, I jolly well want to know what's in it first, said Grandma Josephine. I don't blame you, said Mr. Wonka, but the recipe is extremely complicated. Wait a minute, I've got it written down somewhere. He started digging around in the pocket and cocktails. I know it's here somewhere, he said. I can't have lost it. I keep all my most valuable and important thing in those pockets. The trouble is, there's such a lot of them. He started emptying the pocket and placed the content on the bed and made a catapult, a yo-yo, a trick fried egg made of rubber, and a slice of salami, a tooth with filling in it, a stink bomb, and packet of itching powder. It must be here. It must be here, It must, he kept muttering. I put it away so care of paper, smoothed it out, held it up, and began to read as follows. Recipe for making Wonka bite. Take a block of finest chocolate weighing 1 tons, or 20 sackful of broken chocolate, whichever it is the easier. Place the chocolate in very large cauldron and melt over a very hot furnace when melt. Lower the heat slightly so as not to burn the chocolate, but keep in boiling. Now add the following in precisely the order given. Stir well all the time and allow each item to dissolve before adding the next. The hoof of the manticore, the trunk, and the suitcase or an elephant. The yolks, 3 eggs from a whistling bird, a word from a wild hog. The horn of a cow, it must be a loud horn. The front tail of cockatrice, 6 ounces of shanks from a young scroper, 2 hares and 1 rabbit, 2 from the head of an hippopotamus. The beak of a breasted albatross, a corn from the toe of a unicorn, the front tentacle of a squadrupus, heap and the pole and the pot of a hippopotamus, the snot of Prochopper, a mole from a mole, the hide and the stick of the white of the 12 eggs from a tree squeak, the 3 feet of a small swanger. If you can't get 3 feet, 1 yard will do. When all the above closely dissolve, boil for the 20 days, but do not stir. At the end of this time, all liquid will have poised, and there will be left in the bottom of the cauldron only a hard brown lump about the size of a football. Break this open with a hammer, and in the very center of it you will find a small round pill. This pill is wonkabite.